Good morning, sir and fellow friends. Today I'm going to present our project football player selection system requirement. First of all, we have a class with name of players, and this is my types, and this is my instance variables. So I would like to emphasize on a few of it only today. So for example, cry to mark. Cry is a map type that map criteria to mark and ID player to cry to mark. Cry is another map type that map ID player to cry to mark cry that we declared just now. Then in instance variable, list mark player is declared by the ID player to cry to mark cry type and is initialized by empty map. So we have a few of operations here. For example, the first operation add player mark, which have to add new players with return nothing. So is the argument of it. We can see that here the criteria is mapped to the criteria mark and is assigned to criteria to mark criteria. This is the condition to calculate the skill mark, and this is the condition to calculate the intelligence mark. The intelligence mark and skill mark will be later mapped to the skill and intelligence respectively and assigned as skill intelligence to mark. So the skill intelligence to mark will be mapped to the player ID and merge union with the list score player and assigned as list score player. Similarly for the list mark player. So to return list mark player, we can use this operation get players criteria list. This is to show all the players with their criteria and marks. Similarly for the get players skill intelligence list that show all the intelligence and skill with their marks. It will return the list score player and with the type of ID player to SKID to mark. So if we want to search the player by criteria by filtering the mark together, we can use this operation search by criteria mark that take in criteria and marks as argument and return list search cry with the type of ID player to cry to mark cry. Similarly for search by skill intelligence mark, if users wish to search by skill or intelligence and their mark. So it will return list search SI with the type of ID player to SKID to mark. Okay, if user would like to search by criteria only without taking in the mark, then we can use this operation search by criteria. It will return a list all criteria that declared here with the type of map criteria to map ID player to that one. Similarly, for search by intelligence, if user wish to only search by skill or intelligence itself without taking in the mark. So this is the argument of it, and it will return the list all skill intelligence. Now I would like to demonstrate my model. First of all, we can create a new players. Then add new players with ID 001 and their criteria. Then the ID player 002 with their criteria 2. And we can start to get the player criteria list. From here we can see that the ID player is mapped to the range of range. Then in the range we can see that the criteria is mapped to the mark of criteria itself. Similarly for the get skill intelligence list, it will show that the player ID is mapped to the range of intelligence or skill mapped to the mark itself. So now we can start to search. If we would like to search the criteria of existing 5 mark, then it will show the player with 5 mark existing. However, if we search the criteria with existing 1 mark, then it will show the player with existing 1 mark. Okay, if user would like to show search the existing only, then it will show the existing mapped to ID number and the mark of it. Similarly, for the skill and intelligence, if user would like to search by skill with 3 marks, then it will show the user with 3 marks skill. Then if user only want to search by skill itself without taking in the mark, then it will show all the players with skill mark. So the skill will be mapped to this range, and in this range the ID will map to the mark of the skill itself. So that's all from my presentation today. Thank you.